Now I am going to dictate a journal passage based on shorthand reading and dictation exercises magazine, February 1992, page 228, exercise 6 at the rate of 120 words per minute. Let's start. One of the most important provisions in the bill is to enable marginal dairy farms within the definition in the whole milk zone to qualify. I suppose that in theory and in practice, even in the highest dairy production areas in the country, one will still find some degree of marginality. This is usually the case in respect of most agricultural pursuits. On the perimeter, there are farms that should not be engaged in dairy production but would be better employed in, for example, beef production, forestry operations, or something else. One of the criteria for defining marginal farms in the whole milk area relates to the value of the milk at manufactured prices. It is important that this be stressed. Low income producers within the fluid milk sector are eligible to participate in the marginal dairy farm reconstruction scheme at one stage. There was some doubt that the position of a milk quota might exclude a person from the scheme. I am glad to see that if this doubt had any substance, it is removed in the bill. If a dairy farm is marginal, the farmer voluntarily can sell out under the provisions of the legislation para. Another important provision relates to the disposal of assets which are redundant. The incoming farmer will not be burdened with redundant assets. It is easy to criticize, but I would suppose that the most important criticism of the bill is that it is not going to solve or even scratch the surface of the problems of the dairy industry today. I do not think it was designed to try to solve the great marketing problem. It was designed for one objective: to make more efficient use of resources that are employed either for the dairying industry or some other industry. If we can get greater efficiency in primary industry in terms of resource use, surely we are achieving something positive. For many years, Western Australia has been a net importer, although it is claimed that one of the deficiencies of this legislation is that it may result in increased dairy production in the country. One cannot blame the country for wanting to be self-sufficient in dairy production, even though in respect of the whole of Australia there may be an increase in production. My specific criticism of the bill is that it does not make provision for finance for the incoming farmer. It provides only for the outgoing farmer.
Stop. Thank you.